I've been thinking lately about the people I meet, the car wash on the corner and the hole in the street, the way my ankles hurt with shoes on my feet, and I'm wondering if I'm gonna see tomorrow. Father,
What's up, everyone? Welcome to a new Northlight video. This time I'm in Maine and I'm gonna do a 3-day backpacking trip. Our cabin here is like a mile from the Appalachian Trail, so my plan is I'm gonna pack my bag, I'm gonna get on the AT, I'm gonna go north about 10 miles. I'm gonna set up camp at a lean-to at Poplar Ridge, establish camp, and on day 2 I'm gonna go light and fast, and I'm gonna go stay on the AT for a while more, go hit like 4 or 5 different peaks and loop back to the camp I set up at Poplar Ridge, camp there on night 2, and then on day 3 I'm gonna break camp and head back the way I came, doing basically the reverse of day 1.
On my very first job I said thank you and please. They made me scrub a parking lot down on my knees. Then I got
Alright, it's now the morning. I'm all packed up and ready to head out. See what my pack looks like. Let's hit it.
for what we must do. You forgive us, we'll forgive you. We'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. Then we'll whistle and go fishing.
Alright, a couple miles in, I've linked up with the Appalachian Trail and I'll be on this all day. I'll be going over Saddleback, which will be the biggest climb right away, and then the Horn, Saddleback Junior, and Poplar Ridge is where I'll be camping for the night.
We never have to do this again. Oh, Father, forgive us for what we must do. You forgive us, we'll forgive you. We'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. Then we'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. We'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. We'll whistle and go fishing in heaven.
I built up a massive sweat coming up here, and now the wind is gonna make it feel really cold. Mount Washington isn't too far from here. It's about 2 hours southwest, and they've had recorded wind speeds of 230 miles an hour, which is some of the strongest winds ever recorded. August and September here in Maine are especially windy time of year. Saddleback Summit. There's a little wind shelter over here. Might sit down and grab some water. On top of the Horn, second peak of the day. I'm about to go up Saddleback Junior, and I turned a corner, and there was a big ass bull moose about 20 feet from me. It's probably the biggest bull moose I've ever seen. Made it to the Poplar Ridge lean-to. I'm probably gonna call it here for the day. It's like only 3:30, 4 p.m., but I want to do a massive day tomorrow, and it's never a good idea to go balls to the wall on day 1. They have a lot of these lean-to shelters on the Appalachian Trail, maybe every 12 to 15 miles or so, and it's basically just a roof, and it can be really helpful, so you don't have to bother like getting out a tent and a rain fly. You can just get out your sleeping bag and sleep right on the wood. but I have my full tent with me, and it looks kind of in there, so I think I might come over here and set up my tent.
I know a guy that's got a lot to lose. He's a pretty nice fella, kinda confused, got muscles in his head, ain't never been used, thinks he owns half of this town. Starts drinking heavy, gets a big red nose, beats his old lady with a rubber hose, then he takes.
Alright, just left camp, so already just did Poplar Ridge, going down in the valley. I'm gonna trail run 10 miles all the way to the top of Sugarloaf and then come all the way back. It's gonna be a long day, 20 plus miles. Good morning, welcome to day 3. Getting some breakfast going. This is the day I will be getting myself out of here. Be having some breakfast, packing up camp, and making the 10-mile trek back to the cabin today. Last night and the other night, there's been people staying here at the lean-to, so I didn't want to be annoying and loud with the camera, but have it all to myself this morning, apparently. Yesterday was absolutely abysmal. It ended up being about 22 miles running to Sugarloaf and back. On top of Sugarloaf was gorgeous, but it was an absolute haul getting there. I mean, it was all day. I left at sunrise and I got back right as the sun was setting. Made some dinner, fell right asleep last night. So hopefully the legs are in okay enough shape to make it back today with 10 miles of pack hiking. Should be good.
I was crying ice cubes, hoping I'd croak when the sun come through the window. The ice all broke, I stood up and laughed, thought it was a joke. That's the way that the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes round. You're up one day, the next you're down. It's a half an inch of water and you think you're gonna drown. That's the way that the world goes round.
It's like a good 15 degrees colder than what it was a couple days ago, and I am not complaining. I quite like this weather. Can actually wear a layer or two and feel comfortable.
That's the way that the world goes round. You're up one day, the next you're down. It's a half an inch of water and you think you're gonna drown. That's the way that the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes round.
Alright, we're on the home stretch here. 42 miles deep. The terrain out here is very technical, so a lot of the times you aren't stepping and distributing your weight evenly across your foot. You'll be stepping on a rock or a root or whatever, so you're putting a lot of pressure on certain points of your feet over and over and over again on that trail. And that adds up after 42 miles. Another lesson learned, I wish I had brought not something tight-fitting like these, but like a loose, long underwear to sleep in. I basically just slept in my shorts with skin exposed, and after building up a sweat running 20 miles all day yesterday, I basically had dinner and crawled right in my sleeping bag, so my sweaty legs were just sticking to the bag, and that was not the play. So we live and we learn. It's been a good one. Awesome stuff out here, and we'll see you in the next one.
Starts drinking heavy, gets a big red nose, beats his old lady with a rubber hose, then he takes her out to dinner, buys her new clothes. That's the way that the world goes round.